reiterated Mkoma Dobbs, which no, Chamisa, he's very reluctant to be joining one another. His reluctance in joining other people, yeah, it's a problem right there. It's a red flag right there. Why doesn't he want to join other people? Why does he want to be a leader all the time? Why? In some other situation in life, you have to give in, for the benefit of the majority. But you ukangoramba kuti ndichangu changu chete, then you have a problem. We won't win. This is a revolution, and a revolution. Chamisa ngaambojoina vamwe timboona kuti zvinoita sei. Let us give it a trial. Kana zvaramba, then we know that we tried this, it failed. You get what I'm saying? Kwati gunda musaira Mkoma, mukati gunda musaira you are now putting another definition. Anditi muri kuona ndinotaura. Handisi kuti gunda musaira ini. Ndiri kuti carefully and effectively executed. Chamisa, can you please join others whatever they are doing? Kana usikakwanisi kutaura, just be silent. Unyarara zvako wanochika
zvaunoita. But I disagree with that. Chamisa is a Zimbabwean like anybody else. He's allowed to do anything towards.
Yeah,
he's a Zimbabwean like anybody else. We can't say nganyarara. No, that's wrong.
Regedzani Nkosa conclude anga ari paningi achitaura chingoregedza ya conclude tizoenda pana. Conclude pamangosira ipo paya pamuzana Nkosa. Because
I think, unfortunately, I can express myself better in the valley.
We have understood that you have said Chamisa cannot say yes or no to other things, and you have moved on to articulate other things.
To be honest, to me, if I was there for demonstration, I'll go for demonstration because it didn't stop anybody. To me, the way I assessed it, it didn't stop anybody. The way he left it, I would pick up whatever is supposed to be picked and go for demonstrations. If I was his supporter, he didn't say, I don't want you guys to go there or whatever. No. He said anything that is to stop the regime should be supported by the citizens.
So, all right.
He even said it by all citizens.
All right, again.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
So
I don't know where it going.
Inzwai, guys, we all agree that our number one goal is to remove ZANU-PF. But Patinozo Rasan, where we differ, is on how to do that. And mainly because we just don't want to learn. I will give an example of our neighbor, South Africa, how they removed the apartheid government. The protests that were done that removed the apartheid government, most of the people were outside of South Africa. Most of the biggest protests happened in the UK that brought down the apartheid in South Africa. How did they get that? Because the South Africans themselves managed to go outside into the world and explain their problem, that this is what this government is doing, this is why it is wrong, this is why we are struggling to do this. We are trying to remove them, and we need your assistance. And people assisted them. So Isusu, we still are on that thing that we were told by ZANU-PF, that if you want to protest, you need to be on the ground. Why? Because they know they can control the ground. So when a leader from Zimbabwe comes into the diaspora, the people that he is supposed to be talking to are the people that can communicate to their own people, so that when they do a protest here, It can have hundreds of thousands of different nationals that say there's a problem in Zimbabwe. But you can't convince the people outside Zimbabwe to say we have a problem when you can't explain the problem. So the problem needs to be explained very well with numbers and figures. We got them from the human rights report. Yakazodzingirwa mai vai vai. We've got other cases of people being arrested. We've got a very good example of Blessed Bushanga, who's doing that from an individual basis. But that is supposed to be amplified with one voice. And then when those things start to add up, and Isusuka, we've got more people in the diaspora than what South Africa had. We've got people in Australia, we've got people in the UK, we've got people in America, we've got everywhere. But we are failing to mobilize those people such that when that noise is made outside, the people inside can join. But somehow, when we say we want to remove ZANU-PF, we quickly then jump to, but Chamisa needs to, where do we get that? And yet in that position that most people sit in, you can actually mobilize yourselves and do something that is effective, that has been done before, that will yield results. The efforts that Thabo Mbeki was making in the UK is what made him, gave him the right to contest as the president of ANC and became president of South Africa, because he was fighting out there. So we don't know how to define our problems, which is why whenever anything happens, nobody talks about it. When something happens in South Africa, because they know how to frame their problems, it is talked by every news channel in the world. Sometimes in languages that South Africans don't even understand. But people speak about it because they know how to define their problems and they know how to amplify them. We don't know. So that will not be fixed by Chamisa. Chamisa is things that he wants to do, whether right or wrong, he can do them. And us, when we go to him to talk to him, we are not even helping his way of thought. We are busy asking him about donations of a car, or why he left, or what is his plan, or are you doing a political party or a movement? The conversation is useless. It doesn't give our problems a platform to be heard by the outside world so that they can be in solidarity with us. The numbers that are talked about that can move a government to do something, they are not saying those numbers should be a Zimbabwean ID holders. It can be people like when South Africa said they were going to challenge the human rights violations that are happening in Gaza and in Palestine. Are they Palestinian? But the effect that it had, because on their credibility of fighting for human rights and humanity, we are failing to frame our problem in that context. That will say somebody in Cuba will be like, what is happening in Zimbabwe is not right. And Jesse told me my experience is why, but there is no formulation of that narrative. That is one voice sung across the world. We still want to talk about Chamisa. So I don't know. Do we really want to remove ZANU-PF, or we just want Chamisa to go and contest in the 2030 elections? The movement that he wants to create, that is citizenocracy, is it going to move anything in any direction? How does it contribute to mobilizing everyone around the world to take action? Because that's how you remove a government. You don't just remove a government on your own. So I don't know. Sometimes we spend time sharing our own thoughts, but it helps, guys. Kukopa kuri right. Kungotarisa kuti munhu anyora answer B, indoisa B, full stop. It has been done before. But isusu we think kuti someone. Our conversations, guys, need to be in a specific direction.
Oh, okay, Mgoma, I've got a question for you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my question goes like this. You know, it is evident, and it is known that Cape 3 is passed, and possibly it's now a law. And that Cape 3, it prevents elections to be held maybe beyond 2030. You get what I'm saying? Because of that Cape 3. Now people are mobilizing, people are gathering. The guys, come, let us protest against this nonsense. Come, let us demonstrate against this nonsense, because this thing will prevent us from participating in our democratic right of voting. Come. Then you wakukwira ndege, wakuenda kuLondon, wakuti ndoda kufoma another political movement. For
But
what?
do you see already what you did there? You are framing the problem of something that is being done by ZANU-PF with Cape 3. And all of a sudden now, why are you going to Chamisa? Why are you not
No,
thinking about
no,
why are you not thinking about how do I make this make sense to people who get big decisions so that they can contribute to my fight?
no, Mukoma. The effect of Cape 3 is very dangerous to every citizen,
No,
including Chamisa.
but do we all understand it to that extent? And does somebody in Rwanda understand it as much as we do? Does somebody in Spain understand it? Does somebody in
No,
America understand it?
not that way. Not that way.
So what
But
they know is an
we are
official position that says this was voted for by a majority in parliament, and it's what's wrong. The
My
intricacies of how
point.
it affects people's lives, they don't know about it, and that's
Yes,
your major problem.
I agree with you. Listen,
So
listen,
no, don't agree
listen,
with me. Let's solve
listen.
that problem. Leave
Yes,
Chamisa.
listen to me. Listen to me carefully. Listen to me. My point is, I'm not against Chamisa at all. I'm not against his visit to London or whatsoever. I'm not against that. But we are saying we are in a political turmoil right now. The passing of Cape 3 on its own, it prevents us from participating in our democratic right of choosing who we want. You get what I'm saying?
I
It prevents us from,
I agree
and
with you there.
people are gathering here. People are gathering here. We are constructing a peaceful protest against what they did to us. Then yourself, you are not seeing that. You are going far away countries. You get what I'm saying? You're going far away countries to propose for a new political movement. You get what I'm saying? Can you see that you are actually preaching
No,
for?
but my point to you, Tata Kinde, so that I don't hog
Yeah.
the mic, what you are talking about now about Chamisa, you cannot control, because he will get his ticket and go to Chicago next, and you can't stop him. But there is something that you can solve. So when you talk about Cape 3, you then need to ask your fellows here, is this our problem? Do we agree? Or there is a greater problem that is being amplified by Cape 3? Is Cape 3 the cause of our problems, or there is a greater cause that we can still drill back? Like I said before, if Cape 3 is a sign to say you are losing weight, and you'd want to find out kuti chirwere chaita kuti ndilose weight ndechipi, not to just recommend kuti now let us give this person more food so that they gain weight. Do we all agree that Cape 3 is a problem, or we are saying yes, it is, but there is more? And we still need to continue drilling down until we all settle and agree this is the problem. And then that problem, before we start looking for solutions, let that problem be known. Because there is a problem in Zimbabwe, and it is 1, 2, 3. And other people will tell you, don't worry, this is a small problem. We have dealt with this before. This is how you deal with it. You don't need to think. Mukadzi kana achirohwa pamba nemurume wake, kana achinoripota kwaatete, haasi kuti atete paita dambudziko murume ari kundirova, saka ini solution yangu ndoda iwewo chako kunomhang'ara, whether kana kuti kumapurisa ndarohwa, mapurisa ndo anotokudza kuti masmall aya adresi ndepapi, anonzi ani mukomana, handei tinomutora. Sometimes you don't need to solve your problems. You just need to cry. Frame your problem so that people come to your assistance. But we don't want to do that. The story will then turn into Chamisa. Why? Who is he, Panyameu? Focus on defining your problem. Once it's defined, don't even look for a solution. Communicate that problem to people who have been there before. They will tell you what's going on.
Handichamuoni baba munini tete Kindi apa. Ndanga chida kungobvunzawo kuti vanobvumirana kuti maelections a2023 akadiridzirwa here. Vanobvumirana nemaobservation akaitwa neSADC kuti maelections anga asiri free and fair here. Mubvunzo wangu kuti kana vachibvumirana nazvo, Cape 3 anga iripo here 2023. Because Chamisa's argument is, with or without Cape 3, we still have a bigger problem. And our bigger problem is ZANU-PF. Saka imi mukati kwanzi toda kufighta Cape 3 mobva mabvisa Cape 3, hapana zvamaita, mangosunya chete.
Hatisi kutomboti toda kufighta Cape 3, tototaura toda kubvisa ZANU-PF.
But
iye ari kutaura
semukubvumirana naChamisa, because Chamisa
Chamisa ari kuti hatisi kutaura kuti hatisi kuwirirana naye, but kuti tiri kutotaura kuti iye haasi kuda kuve clear. If we are communicating, aiwa, you are not the majority kaiwewe Gondias. Tekutaura tarise kutaurwa kwaita namazara nkosi. Taterera umve. The last statement yataurwa namazara nkosi was very important. Yekuti I can't say yes or no. And this is a leader. Isusu tisi makutozoanalyze kuti what did you mean? He's not stopping you
and he actually explained. He actually explained. Could this thing is being organized by other people. Once I say yes or no, the limelight is taken from the other people who are running with this thing. And then the focus is taken away from the people who are actually organizing this. And I think that's showing humility. Could you know these people? Let people who are running with this, let the limelight remain with them. Do not come to me about it. It's not about me. There are people who have put themselves on the ring. Focus on those people. Let me not take the spotlight from them. That's humility for me.
Yeah, for you it's humility, but for others, because it's good enough here to say we could interpret it good. But for others, even others who wanted to destroy you, would use that one. Because even if you divide Mafa head is that, you would come and say, you have seen Chamisa, he doesn't want you to do that. There are other people who would interpret that, to say he's refusing to participate.
Dobzga,
You need to do more in the way how he is communicating. You need to improve a bit more the way how he is communicating himself, for people to understand him.
You are right, Bob. He did agree on that one. You are 100% right. He did agree on that one. And he said he's going to try his best. All those things were asked, Dob. I do understand you. At least you are trying to build him, which is good. And in the end, what I liked, even the youths, they ended up advising him because he was giving them that leeway, of which I think you are doing the same. If you are saying yes to do more, you are right, because he also acknowledged that and said he was going to do more. Thank you.
Yes, let me interject a little bit. I just want to explain something. The effect of leadership. the effect of leadership. Even in your family setup, I want to take this to family setup, something like that. When it comes to decision making, muri wapana chete, mukoma wasati wasvika, maita zvamaita, handitika maita zvamaita, mukoma wakasvika, you be consulted again. Kuti panapa tataronga so, tikaita so. It's up to him to say yes or no. And his yes or his no, it has got a serious impact on any kind of decision which have been already made. Urunzwa, that is the influence of leadership. So I'll take this to Chamisa then. Chamisa, he has been in leadership realm for quite some time right now. His yes or half no or half yes, it has a serious impact to the fellow citizen of Zimbabwe. You know, he needs to practice his leadership skills very well. He needs to be articulate. If it's a yes, it's a yes. If it's a no, it's a no. He needs to face reality. He needs to face criticism if he wants to be successful in leadership circles. And he needs not to be a coward. This is not time for being cowardice here, to play a cowardice game. This is the time to show where you stand. Don't say a half no or a half yes. If it's a no, it's a no. If you say, I don't want my name to be, then it means that you are implying to something else. It's either you are with them, you are not with us. Other people who are not learned enough, they will say, "Wakatengwa yo." You get what I'm saying? He needs to stand where he stands. And yes, it has got a serious impact down to the street level, to a Form 4 student who passed the O level today. He still believe in Chamisa, that Chamisa said yes. But you can also go on with your yes, your no, uripapi. You are confusing everybody. It's better for you to disappear from the scene. Then it's just tanga. Okay, we are standing here and we are going this direction. You get what I'm saying? Then another point number 2, they could see. Can I ego, can I whatever he has, can I a leader? There is a point in time, you know about it, this time, don't say anything, just leave them. Then can walk on no fight a crisis, then you jump in. Kwete kutotanga kuti no, in India ndide kuita step on dead bodies going to State House. Who told you that you are going to State House? We are fighting for people here. Our intention is not to be president. Our intention to serve the people who are suffocated because of injustice in Zimbabwe. Let us take it that way. Because as long as we start to say, I want to be a leader, I want to be a leader, I want to go to State House, and I want to go there. Let me warn you, State House, it's not given on a silver platter. Got our winner ballot. We are dealing with the satanism here. We are dealing with the ZANU-PF. This is a serious beast we are dealing with, and they will never let that power go for free. I'm telling you, it will never be for free. That power. They are still believing that they fought for that power since the independence until now. 46 years later, they're still saying that we went to war and we fought for our liberation struggle until now. 46 years later. Tell me one wakadaro yo. They don't think. But what they want is to enjoy every piece of the country, every mineral ya Bunamunyika. They want to enjoy it. So ungandozoti ungabvisa vanhu ivavo neballot paper ngoti tatowabvisa. Panodikana ma-influencers from all directions, international, regional, local, everywhere, to suppress them, to suffocate them, so that they will come back to the table. Right now, they are not even prepared to sit down with Chamisa, with anybody, to discuss about the leadership of that country, because they say that they are good enough and they want 2 more years to lead the country. That's why they're extending Cape 3. That's why they are saying that forever and ever, kusvika madhonga amera nyanga atibve. You get what I'm saying? How can you?
Hapana ko wosiba mini mopota wa mchungo shotena.
Okay, I'm done. Thank you.